guys, I hope y'all have had a great day. Chance, quit and leave him alone. These dogs, they wait till I get on here and then they just can't help themselves. Anyway, so I want on tonight. I wanted to give y'all some higher perspectives again. Let y'all know what's kind of going on and give y'all kind of a blueprint for this new reality that y'all need to assimilate. Okay, I'm the original blueprint. I'm the new blueprint that y'all have got to pretty much. I'm going to kind of explain the way the reality is going to be from now on and what you need to kind of put in your head and build around it. Okay. Number one, you are not a human. You are an immortal, all-powerful creator having a human experience with amnesia. You're no more human than you are the car that you drive. Okay. That is the very first thing that you need to assimilate into your reality. And until you start putting that to practice, you have to embody that. You have to live that in everything that you do. Like I was saying on my other show, entertainment purposes only, YouTube, of course. Like I was saying on last night's episode or the other night's episode that got took down because of copyright issues, which another thing I'm going to tell y'all about. I'm going to show in two parts. Like my talking, I'm going to have to do, get that out of the way, and then I'll perform them and do it at the end because I have background music, and if it set up past a certain if it gets too loud, it'll catch and they'll ban it. So I'm gonna do a part 2 where I'm gonna start. We'll sing tonight, but it's gonna be separate. So we'll start doing it that way. But anyway, like I said, you are an immortal, all-powerful creator having a human experience. You got to remember that you are cosmic, that you are billions of years old. You came down here to learn lessons. We all descended from heaven to forget our divinity, number one. See what it's like to go through the human struggle, you understand? And come all the way back to our God self. So you've got to assimilate that in reality. Core number one, okay? You got to let beliefs go. You understand? You've got to let that go, guys. What you think you know, what the church has told you. Guys, I'm about to bring you facts. Basically, the new blueprint. Okay, I'm Prime Creator. I'm Lucifer. Okay, I am Lucifer fully embodied, but I'm not the bad guy. Okay, I am Lucifer and Michael and Prime Creator in one body. Okay, the Trinity active. So as far as good, evil, all that's an illusion. There's only one power. Okay, y'all need to understand that. Now, what's left of the deep state that's still active, those are fragments of mine, of my dark side. Lucifer's dark side is our mine. Okay, Michael's dark side or dark half, the shadow is Tiamat. Okay, so I need y'all to understand about the good and the evil. There is no more good and evil per se. It is all balance. You understand? Every one of us are dark and light. We're angels and demons simultaneously. We are souls that are in these vessels, and I need y'all to assimilate that. Now, you've got to get this in your head or for your reality to change. You have to, if you don't put it into practice and live in it, like fully embody it. Like when you wake up in the morning, like I said before, instead of looking up, say, "Oh Lord, thank you for this," or look up at the sun or the day, you say, "Oh, what a beautiful day, Lord, you made for me." You need to look up and say, "Hell yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker. I made this shit." You understand? You've got to be the creator in everything. Every time when you look at something, instead of looking at, "Oh, it's a piece of meat," that's a piece of you. That's your energy. You understand? That is our energy compressed into matter in the 3D world. Everything is. It's our energy. That's all the physical world is our source energy that we manifest. We with our minds, we create it. We condense it into matter. So you've got to live, guys, before your life starts changing. You can't just, Dave said, or Lucifer said that this, and this. But we'll see, maybe he's right. I don't know. I don't know if he's him or blah, blah. Guys, nothing's going to change. Okay. You've got to start living it. It changes inner first and then your outer changes. You must fill your cup You've got to go into isolation and unplug. If you do not, you're never going to get out, guys. You have to go into isolation. It's the only way. It's the only way. Now, if you're with somebody and both of y'all can both go together and do it together, both in isolation, you got to. You can't keep messing with the world, keep going to Jack's and everywhere else, and or going working. That's why I had to quit work, guys. You know, you can't keep punching the clock and working for the man and then coming home and being God at the house. It don't work that way. You understand? And when you interact with people, you have to, you know, you have to be your God's self. You know, you have to speak as the God that you are. You can't keep trying to fit into a human narrative with your friends. You've got to cut people loose. You have to disassociate as long as they are living as a human, speaking as a human, still doubting everything that like me and the light workers and everybody else is saying, the truth that I'm putting out. If they're still not believing that, thinking it's bullshit, whatever, and they're not moving forward, guys, you cannot keep messing with them. You have to cut them off completely. You have to. You have to learn to be okay by yourself. Until you do that, until you get by yourself and shed and get down to who you really are. And all that is just like watching the videos that I'm putting out. The Astral Legends, guys, I can't say how important those Astral Legends videos are. As you watch them, not only is it's going to jog your memory, your cosmic memory back, but it is sending, just like the deep state sends us subliminal messages and shit. It's in that. We're sending light codes that are evolving your body. Like when you hear me sing, just hearing me talk right now is actually healing your vessel on a quantum level, on a Wi-Fi subtle level, and it's also upgrading your DNA. So, like I say, that's why when you hear me sing, it upgrades you. And just being watching me, it's upgrading you. So, but you got to live it, guys. You can't half step this shit. You feel me? You have to just totally get in there. But isolation, like I say, that's the key. And you got to get sober, man. You got to. If you're still drinking or getting high, I quit everything. Everything. When I was awakened, when I quit drinking, that was on 11/11. That's when Pop woke me up. Okay. I didn't know who I was. I just was still just a recovering alcoholic for months. And that's when I started getting my memories back. You know, I was already hip on the deep state. Like I just got awakened to that, like with the conspiracies and all was going on, because I didn't know about this shit till just a few years ago. I was totally oblivious to everything. And so I was already, I've always chased UFOs, always been into UFOs, ancient aliens, you know, it's my thing. And it was and that's when I finally found proof of aliens. I finally got, started getting the info. Once I was awakened, my ET started feeding me knowledge through YouTube. I was getting all the right videos and stuff. And after a couple of months is when I had my first flash. I was watching a show about bioships. You know how they have the ETs, we have bioships. They're part biological and part mechanical. So I was watching about how they're made, and all of a sudden this kid flashed on there and said, if you're watching this, you're here to stop a war from the future, blah, blah, blah. And when it did that, it activated me. As soon as that happened, I had a flash, guys, in my head of me and my UFO crashing on Earth. Okay. Like I was Roswell. It was the Roswell crash I was remembering because I was EB1. It sounds crazy, but it's real shit. So anyway, I went in the bathroom. It was like, oh, it's like you see in the movies when somebody's getting their memories back or comes back from time. It was just fucking like that. I was in the floor. I didn't, I was like, what the fuck? And then it was right after that is when it was actually that day is when I was looking in the light bulb in my bathroom and my light bulb started dancing. And that's when I met Pop, Michael. That's when I was first aware of him. It was like he was linked to my brain. And I started, communicating with him and stuff. And then it was after that, at first I thought I was just the reincarnation of King David. That was the first, as my awareness started to come back. And then it was the next Easter when I found out I was prime creator. But anyway, as soon as I found that out, nothing was going to stop me. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Once you assimilate that you're God, like really believe it, your awareness, once your perception changes, it's going to drive you. Your spirit. Once you light that spark, guys, it's going to keep you going. You understand what I'm saying? And it's hard. It's hard. But hopefully now that I've kind of paved the way, and I can show you all kind of stuff. Hey, Alamo, yeah, what's up? I'm sure you're real happy, ain't you? Yeah. So anyway, troll. So once you raise your awareness, you'll keep going. You probably wish I was, right? I'm sorry, but I ain't. But I get that a lot. I get hit on by dudes a lot, so I understand. I get you. Chicks and dudes like me. Anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, guys, once you get started in it, it gets easier. But you've got to get over the hump. You cannot get discouraged and just stop. You have to keep getting off the mat every time. And this is your eternity. You understand that once you break free from this shit, I mean, how my life's changed. If you guys are keeping up with me at all, you see how much I've changed in the last 3 years. You go to my Facebook, it's dramatic. It's insane. But it's worth it, guys. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. And it's the only way you've got to evolve. You're going to be left behind. And it's not me, oh, Jesus, I accept you in my heart. And that's the lies of the church. Okay? It's all about just believing what I'm telling you and aligning with the energy. It ain't about, oh, Jesus is my Lord and Savior, but I'm, still hating everybody else and still going through all this crap and not trying to do better. Guys, it's all about trying to do better. You've got to make a decision to move forward and stick with it. You're gonna get knocked down. You're gonna keep getting pulled back into the matrix for a while. Getting out of that unconditional love, that balanced frequency that you'll come to. But you've got to break free of fear. This is the biggest thing is fear that keeps you in the matrix. Okay. Number one, we're worried about how we're going to survive, how are we going to get by, right? Okay, well, once you realize and assimilate the fact that you are God and you're God and that you write the story, this is all written, like I told you guys. Everything is written. Everything. Nothing is random. There is no such thing as chaos. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Everything is precisely, there's chaos in the matrix, it's written chaos. If you bumped your knee, you wrote before you came down here to bump your knee and learn from it. If somebody screwed you over or punched you in the face, before y'all came down, y'all made a soul contract. Hey, I want you to punch me in the face, so I'll do this and I'll do, whatever you want me to do. We make contracts with each other, guys, before we come down here. So anybody that's been an adversary to you or has wronged you in any way, or anybody either way, positive or negative, you made contracts with these souls before you came down here. We all did before we started the movie. So you got to let go of, any kind of hard feelings you got toward anybody. You got to let that shit go. You're not a victim. You wrote your own story. You can't blame me for, why did God do this to me? I didn't do anything. You wrote your story. I don't impose. I don't write. I don't do that. We co-create. You wrote yourself into my story, our story, the collective story, and you also had your own story. So you got to remember that God didn't do it. And the devil made the devil. Can't blame me for that shit either. All the devil does is there's stuff out there that tempts you. But what the devil is you. That's your own shadow. There is no outside devil that's trying to get into you. There are triggers, you understand, and there are shadow beings that will try to gaslight you. They'll do it through other people. They try to as far as getting demonically possessed, Chancey, everybody, mate. Anyway, Chancey. So if you get demonically possessed, that's your own demon possessing you. There are no outside demons that just come into your body and take your vessel over. That is you going all the way into your shadow side and losing control. Okay, that is demonic possession, is when you lose control of yourself. So everybody's understanding. they can't just come into your vessel and take over. That's bullshit. What it is you're weak and they're able to gaslight you. You understand? So y'all need to understand that it's you getting out of balance. You take control. You understand that? Now, if you get totally just robot puppet, I imagine if you were just totally involved, totally guard all the way down, a demon probably can take control, but not if you don't let it. You understand? So y'all got to understand that most of demonic possession is just you in your shadow getting out of balance. But everybody is an angel and a demon. So you got to quit saying, oh, they're evil and duh. No, it don't work that way. I'm sorry. Everybody is the same. There ain't somebody that's just evil or somebody's just good. And as far as everybody judging addicts and stuff, let me tell you something. Y'all have lived a gazillion lifetimes. So all y'all that are goody two-shoes, I ain't done nothing in this life. But I guarantee that you were on your knees and selling your ass in other lifetimes. So get over yourself. You've played multi-characters in multiple lives. Everybody's been a good guy, quote, or a bad guy. We've all lived countless lifetimes doing countless different kinds of shit. So I'm sorry, but you've not lived just one little human life and you've been perfect and you think you can just judge everybody else. It don't work that way, and that's why everybody can't stand me, because you ain't got no excuses. Sorry, the Lord's here to tell y'all the truth, and it's going to hurt because you can't blame nobody but yourself. Can't blame God, can't blame the devil. We wrote our own stories, made our own choices. That's me included. I came down here, became a drug addict, went through the whole thing with you guys. I've been on this planet for millions of years. I never did leave. You understand? Like the cross, that was just one of my lifetimes, guys. And it's like y'all think I'll send it to heaven and no one coming back. No, sorry. Got proof of that too. So y'all sit there and say what you want, hate on me or whatever. I don't care. I don't need your vote to be God. I don't need your vote to be the king. You understand? And I'm not here to take over. I'm here to free you guys. So y'all can project that on me if you want to. It's okay. I love you. You're in your shadow right now. But every one of you are rock stars. I'm just the lead singer in the band. And that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. That everybody is Neo and Trinity. It was hidden. But you got to step into that power, guys. It's not going to be handed to you. I didn't come to be your savior. I came to wake you up so you can save yourself. Show you how. Show you the teachings and the ways. The frequencies. If everybody would look at my social media, it's free. I don't have any agendas. I don't care if you like, share, and subscribe. It's as long as you're looking at it. I don't make money off my social media. I never have. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm a gazillionaire. I don't need to make money on my social media. Surprise. I don't have access to my money yet, but about to. So it was never about me making money on social media. So it's all free. You guys have just got to look at it. I've got so much material between my YouTube channel and on my Facebook. That Facebook is endless almost. It's infinite. It's like a physical Akashic record. It's got the history of everything. There is nothing about the universe, the mechanics of the universe, or in between. All the deep state conspiracies. I've got everything broke down on there for you guys. But you got to look at it. You got to take the time instead of watching, scrolling on TikTok or doing human fuck shit. Y'all, you got to get in those videos, guys. So I said, people dip off. Boy, they don't like hearing that, y'all. Boy, people watching. Boy, they hear me say it. That's enough. And say that's what's going to keep you guys in it. If when I say stuff, it bothers you, and I got to run from it. Guys, you got to face it. You're going to have to face it. You don't want to be left behind, because it's not going to be a nice world what's left. I promise. So I just want you guys to ride with me. I love you, and I'm just here to help. And y'all let the concept of me or being jealous of me it's like we'll show Dave. We ain't gonna do it. Y'all ain't hurting me, man. Oh, we won't follow it. We're not following Dave. I ain't asking you to say that. Y'all wish. No, It's not about me gathering a flock, following, or getting you to worship me. You wish that was the case. Sorry, no agendas here. I know y'all aren't used to that shit, but it's just about helping y'all. And if you don't, hey, that's on you. I'm going to be okay either way. You understand? So that's all I am here to do, is to show you the way and be the example. Okay? And that's it. That's my only agenda, is to show y'all how to do it and what happens when you do. When you have faith in the fact that you are God. When you have faith that you wrote the story. You know, they've had me every day thinking I'm going to get my money and my power since day one for 2 years. Every day I was set up circumstances that I'm going to get it. I'm going to get crowned. Everything's going to be handed to me. Right? That was the little fantasy I was fed, when I was first awakened. So every day I expected it, and then it was let down. Expected it, let down, but I never gave up. And that's the point. When shit don't happen right away, you can't give up, because once I knew I was God, there wasn't no giving up. You understand? And I just kept going every day. Every day I would expect them to come. I do whatever it was, do videos, put out for the day, learn my lessons. And all I was doing was getting my awareness back. All these thousands and thousands of videos that I have watched over the last 2 years. I took in all the information of the cosmos. I'm freaking brainiac at this point. Not counting, just getting my full awareness back. But every day, I would just keep going. And it was hard day. There was a lot of days where I just, fuck this. I can't take it no more. But I had no choice. There was a ball I couldn't drop. Saving the world? Shit. I wasn't about to drop that ball. No matter what. And it wasn't about getting my money or my power, guys. It was about saving you, helping you. That's what drove me. If it would have been about just getting money and power, man, I would have never made it. Because I've been without money and power my whole life. I'd have said, fuck that shit. The only reason I kept going was for you guys. Because I knew that was a ball that I could not drop. That I had to make it to the end zone. For all of us. And but anyway, I done spiked that bitch. So we're all good now. But you got to see, here's the thing though. Y'all got to be able to go to be compatible. Listen, when I do my solar flash, if you're not already at a certain level, you're not going to ascend. You understand? If you're not already at a certain frequency, when I pop, you're just going to stay human. But listen, when the first one, there's going to be several waves of ascension. I need you guys to understand that. There are not good. It's not just boom, one rapture and everybody's left behind. Oh, no. Over the next, up until the end of next year, there's going to be 3 waves. Okay. So if you don't catch it in the first one, catch it in the second one, you'll have a third chance. But by then, all y'all are going to be ready, because I'm going to be out there, activated. Everybody's going to see me. So I don't see anybody getting left behind. If you do, I don't see how it's going to be possible. I feel like if you get left behind, it's because you want to be. But December 21st to 27, that's going to be the final curtain call. That's going to be the last go. So y'all got a little bit of time, but don't let that get you messed up. Don't be like, oh, I got time. No, you need to do it now. Go and get on the first wave. But y'all got to let this earth life go. You can't hold on to anything. Your house, all this other shit, all the shit you got right now. I mean, stay in your house and stuff, but you're fixing to ascend. You understand? You're about to have mansions and all this other stuff. But you got to quit worrying about work and stuff. You got to. You have to. You have to detach. You have to. And trust that the universe is going to take care of you. It did me. I showed you that. And even if it means, and a lot of us, we detached. And I'm so proud of my brothers and sisters that went into homeless shelters. We did what we had to do. I was blessed. Pop took care of me. My wife, when I quit, my wife had her job, and she's been able to sustain us. So, there's many years I worked. I've always worked and done my part. And for the last 2 years, I had to stop working. But don't think I ain't been taking care of everything at the house. So, but some people might try to say otherwise, but I don't give a fuck. You know. But yeah, the main thing, guys, is you got to detach from the matrix. You got to know God, keep that in your head at all times, and know that we're about to go galactic. So don't be making any plans. Start, you need to be drinking as much water as you possibly can. Uh, Water is key right now. Detoxifying with folium. Y'all see me making videos in the sky, all that. Uh, the folium will get that crap out of your body. Nanites, particulates, aluminum. A lot of that's because we're electrical beings. There are aluminum particulates in there. Um, they're putting metals into our body, and it keeps us grounded. It keeps us from going kinetic. Keeps us from being on our intuition. All that they dumbed us down with everything, guys. The food, the water, just everything that we take in is against us, against our bodies. So y'all need to start detoxifying and folium. I'm telling you, folium is the best thing. You see Ishmael talk about it all the time, and I've got a link on my Facebook, but you have to find it. But just look up folium and order it. It's not expensive, but everybody needs to be taking a daily regimen of that and drinking water and staying away from fast food. Uh, just eating healthy right now is key if you can. A lot of us are broke like me. You have to just eat what you can. But if you're financially able, y'all need to just eat as healthy as possible. Which we all need to be doing that anyway. But especially right now, while you're ascending, you need to be drinking plenty of water, and get plenty of rest because you guys know uh, all these energies that we're getting during the day, especially if you're going out and grounded in the sun, it builds up, and you'll have ascension symptoms. I know a lot of y'all have been having ascension symptoms. All of us have. We've been feeling groggy and just sore and just get rest. If your body's tired, rest. Don't feel guilty about it. And make sure you guys are going out and getting in nature as much as you can. Try to stay away from the internet and the EMF as much as possible. I know since my Lucifer aspect came out, and now that I'm fully main character, fully all the way back, all working parts in order, it's like I don't even. Y'all probably noticed I ain't been on Facebook much or TikTok the last few days because I don't even want my phone in my hand. And y'all guys know how much I stayed on fucking internet all the time posting shit, and now it's like I don't even fuck with it, And y'all are going to start getting like that. It's it'll repel you. Because these things it's fucking us up. The internet, the frequencies, just what we're taking in, the duality. Try to stay out of watching stuff about violent stuff. Those are negative frequencies that are going into your brain, and it's keeping you in this us versus them mode. And we've got to get out of that. Okay, we're all one. We're all family. All of us. These are just vessels. Animals too. That's us in vessels, guys. There's no difference between a gnat and us. That is one of us inhabiting a gnat. And y'all need to start looking at it that way and see that. None of us are separate. Everything in creation is connected. Grass, that's souls. People incarnate to be grass. People incarnate to be solid objects. This frequency pressed into matter. People will write to have an experience as a chair down here. That's real shit. And y'all once y'all see that and understand the game, it totally changes everything. Everything's got a soul, man. Everything's got a soul. Like I say, it's crazy. We write to be all kinds of shit. We might write, hey, I want to, you might decide you want to be a gnat and see what it's like to come down here as a gnat and get swatted on a cow's ass and die. You know what I mean? Everybody writes how they die. Nothing happens at random. Ones Your loved ones that you lost, they wrote to pass away that way. You actually made contracts with them, and for they would move on, and it would affect you in a certain type of way. You learn how to deal with the loss of them and everything in between. I got to see how the interconnectedness of the universe works, the tapestry. Everything is connected. We're all connected on the quantum field. Okay. You're living simultaneous lives. Like, this is not just, we're living in all kind of different dimensions right now. This is just a fragment of you down here in this third dimension. You're also in other dimensions, other aspects of you. You understand? So you got to raise your awareness, quit thinking so limited about, I'm just a human and this is this one little human life and all I want to do is, and we're random, and it's just no, guys, the world is so much more. You've got to open yourself up to that. This is bullshit. This is prison. You understand? This is friggin' prison, like real shit. It's just been softened for us, an illusion to make us think that this is the only life. And the pinnacle is the little white picket fence and being secure and raising your family and blah 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 blah. Man, it's and that way you just go to work every day, come back, and don't. No, man, we come down here for experiences, guys. We should be out every day skydiving, doing this, doing that, adventures every day, not planning, living in the moment, living in the now. That's the key. The present moment's how you got. And what we've been doing is pissing on it by worrying about the past or being upset about our mistakes and then worrying about what's going to happen. Guys, it's written. Whatever's going to happen is going to fucking happen. We think we can control it, but I promise you cannot. You cannot control any circumstances. It is an illusion to think that you can. Everything is written. So you got to quit trying to control, sit back, go with the flow, let go, and let God, which is you. Remember that shit. You are God. You're the creator. So quit sweating the small shit. You feel me? You're the one that this is your world. Yes, I'm God, but so are you. And quit thinking that you're just some little human, some little tiny human, insignificant, don't mean shit in the universe. That's what the deep state makes think we're just a little shit stain in the universe. Don't mean nothing. Just one little insignificant human life. It's just here one time, and then you come down, you live once, and then you just fucking disappear forever. So y'all got to get out of that mindset. Okay. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it with that. I hope y'all have a great night. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I love you very much. And I'll see y'all on the next one.